I think the biggest fear I have is just how it's going to be us on our little boat and then just nothing for miles and miles around.
I'm not great with not knowing what's beneath me. So having like a big kind of abyss of just kind of ocean, sea beneath me with all sorts of unknown creatures kind of creeps me out a little bit.
We're taking on the Talisker Whiskey Atlantic Challenge, rowing 3,000 miles unsupported from the Canary Islands to Antigua. The Atlantic is quite a long way.
Once you're out on the water, an injury really is quite a tricky thing to manage and deal with. If somebody suddenly can't row, you're effectively carrying somebody who's a dead weight across 3,000 miles of ocean.
Rowing is a very physically hard, basically oar stroke after oar stroke after oar stroke.
The fact that we're in a boat all together, we're doing it as a four-man team, we literally have to row for each other. The idea of rowing across the Atlantic Ocean was a little bit nuts.
I'm so sorry. We are the FriendShip, a team of 4 brothers and 2 sets of twins who were rowing across the Atlantic Ocean in December 2022.
So I'm Jack.
I'm Hamish.
I'm Arthur.
I'm Euan. Yeah, I think we're all Devonshire lads through and through, really.
One of the inspirations for wanting to be able to go out and be on the ocean is growing up in such a beautiful place where we're surrounded by incredible nature and amazing things to do.
Growing up, we loved going out and making dens and playing in the rivers.
What does a brother mean to me? I think a brother, like, first and foremost for us is kind of a friend, and it's so lucky for us to be able to have grown up such close in age that we just see each other as best mates and friends, and somebody we can have a good time with and do these sort of slightly crazy, stupid things with.
Growing up as 4 brothers, yeah, it definitely had its highs and lows.
What's the saying? I think you're never bored, but you're often annoyed as a brother. But yeah, no, I loved it, to be honest.
So strongest, interesting question. I think the strongest brother, again, if you look at Euan, just pure mass, he'd probably on paper the strongest. But Arthur, you know, he's a bit slimmer, but he's a powerful kind of, he's more of a bull. And then Jack is strong, but more strong up there, less there.
That's where it all began, on a boat.
Yes. Both looking very upset and grumpy.
That's the Scottish family contingent.
So that's up where Granny Elspeth lives.
So we've named our boat Eppie after my granny Elspeth, and yeah, she's a very, very special lady in all of our lives.
That's brave, Granny.
Our granny has taught us how special family is.
It's very rare being 2 sets of twins, and get asked a lot what it's being like growing up with so sort of 18 months between the 4 of us. I am closest with Arthur, who's my twin, and Jack and Hamish are probably closest with each other as well. But then we're also all very close as a 4. No one's left out in a way because everyone's got their own twin. The most annoying brother.
Oh, you're really throwing the cat amongst the pigeons here.
Oh, they're all pretty annoying brothers, I have to say.
I think the most annoying brother's got to go to my twin. When you sort of sign up to these things, of course, in your mind, you're like, oh, that's a big challenge. And then as you go through the stages of preparing, the kind of enormity of the challenge and the distance really starts to slowly sink in.
Come along and have a look at our boat, an Ocean R40. Right, come on in, and then we'll show you around the cabin. Oh, if I can squeeze in. Oh, God. This is the inside of the boat. So we have 2 of us in here sleeping. So I'm in here with Euan, and during the crossing, it will be 2 hours on the oars and then 2 hours of sleeping and resting. So it'll actually only be 1 person in here at a time. I shouldn't have to bunk with Euan. And then if there's a storm, then we both have to hunker down in here. So yeah, we've kind of got all our stuff on the sides. As you can see, there's no storage. So clothes-wise, you just got to chuck it wherever you can. And then we have our sleeping bags, and then this kind of mattress, which is all of that thick, is what we sleep on. So yeah, this is our home for the sort of 40-day experience. What a treat.
So we need to sort of consume around 6,000 calories each day. A lot of that will come from these freeze-dried packs. So just take it off, pour it up to the level. Oh, that's hot. Delicious. Another mouthful.
Still rolling. Take 2. You guys sponsored by these?
Got 2 buckets. This is our cleaning bucket and this is our toilet. So quite important that we remember which one's which.
Team of 4 brothers and 2 sets of twins who are embarking. We are the friendship.
Most of the time we'll probably row naked, so we don't have to worry about washing our clothes. One less thing to worry about, and stop the chafing and rubbing with the clothes as well. So just, yeah, baby wipes mainly, just wipe each other down.
Please don't touch my bum.
We're all very comfortable around each other, so I mean, I've seen all their little peckers before, so I don't think I'm that worried about that, so that should be fine.
So I'll take you inside to have a little bit of a look. Bit of a squeeze. So then we've got basically the nerve centre of the boat in here. Battery, monitors, VHF radio. We'll also have a satellite phone in here that we can use to contact people further afield and back home. If it is really bad weather, we'd then all get into the cabins and basically have to hunker down in the cabins. It'd be pretty much like being on the inside of a washing machine because we're going through all the waves and it can be pretty demoralising. The kind of stark reality is that we'll probably be a day away from the nearest person at most points, so we have to be able to deal with those situations ourselves. We have to be able to fix things on the boat. We have to be able to kind of fix each other medically if needed, and we have to be able to kind of launch our lifeboats and be ready with sea survival training and that sort of things.
Main reasons we're doing this stupid challenge is to raise money for 3 really great charities.
So we're aiming to raise over £150,000 for charity.
So we've got the Drive Forward Foundation, which is a foster care leaver charity in London.
Chat, which is a local homelessness charity in mid-Devon. It's very close to all of our hearts.
And then the final charity we're fundraising for is OLCO Hospital in Uganda. It's definitely a driving force for what we're doing, and I think it will keep us going as we cross the ocean. I think friendship is kind of that unspoken bond between people, and it's to being able to trust and rely on other people, but also just kind of knowing they're going to be there for you, pick you up when you need it.
They're not just two sets of twins, they're literally like quadruplets. So when all the brothers are together, it's like hard to get a word in edgeways because they just have this bond that is very unique and very special, and you can tell that there's just something about them that's unique about how close they are. And obviously I love spending time with them, but when it's the four brothers, it's just the four brothers.
Well, anyway.
I think, joking aside, we love to rib each other, take the piss out of each other, but you've got to do this with people you trust, and we've grown up together, we know each other all extremely well, and I can honestly say they're three people that I would trust with my life in those situations, and I have complete faith in, and we've all got to have that. So yeah, I think I can say I trust them completely.
I think it's the fact that I'm facing it with my three brothers doesn't make it as nearly as scary as it otherwise would be.
My main fear would be not being able to finish. I think getting 5-6 days in and then having that kind of overwhelming want just stop and give up, and then realising you've got another 20, 25 days, maybe even 30 days left.
The challenge that we're doing is the ultimate test of brothership. Is going to test us to our very, very wildest limits, and hopefully we pull through, and then we've got this strong enough bond as brothers to pull us through it.